So for those of you that don't already know, I started my Invisalign treatment back in early October. I was always wanting to do it, I just never really committed to it. But I decided to bite the bullet and start the treatment, and so far it's been amazing. I've noticed a pretty big difference so far. Already on the 8th tray, time just goes by fast. So let's put that in. A lot of people say, you know, it's painful when the trays are in, but I actually like the feeling of it for some reason. So basically it's pretty easy, you just haul it in, like that. For some reason the bottom tray feels a little loose on the back, so I might have to do something about that. So now let's move on to my beginner skincare routine, you could say. It's nothing fancy. The products I use are CeraVe. I've been using this hydrating cream to foam cleanser because I have pretty dry skin, and this one seems to work. Yeah, it works pretty good. In terms of the moisturizer I'm using, right now because it's so dry outside and there's not a lot of moisture, I'm using a cream that's a little bit heavier. So right now I'm just using the CeraVe moisturizing cream. Pretty basic, you can buy it at any drugstore. My girlfriend got me on a skin cycling routine. So basically what that is one day you use, so I would say if you're starting it out, I would say day one, you'll use an exfoliator. And my favorite exfoliator is this Paula's Choice exfoliator. It's a BHA liquid exfoliant. It's amazing. I've been using it for quite some time now and I really like it. Then I move on to a retinol cream. Just really targets lines and wrinkles. Paula's Choice as well. I'm gonna put this headband on because my hair is on my forehead. I'm gonna apply the cleanser. Another thing too, for you guys out there that haven't really been into the skincare game for quite some time, you wanna make sure that you're using lukewarm water. That's really important though. If you're using really hot water to wash the cleanser off, it's just gonna leave your skin really dry after. So make sure that you're using lukewarm water, just like that. So, another tip and trick, when you grab your cloth, you don't wanna take the cloth and aggressively dry your face. Just take the cloth and just pat dry, like this. I'm teaching you guys so many things right now. Your girlfriends are gonna be impressed. We're gonna apply the moisturizer, pump. This is the third tip too when you're applying your moisturizer. Another thing I actually forgot about, sunscreen. You want to make sure that you're applying an SPF every time you go outside. The tip that I was going to tell you is basically when you grab the moisturizer, instead of going down, take it, go up. That's about it for my skincare. Good. Pretty good tea. So, before I get into my hour of deep work, I'm going to just write out what I'm grateful for, what's on my mind. And I use this journal called, this one is called, what's it called? It's called Mind Journals, and basically it gives you a template of everything that you should be including in your journal. So I'll just show you, I'll give you a little rundown here. So basically they give you like how do you feel, your intentions for the day, things you're grateful for, And then your happy hour, which is, it's basically just any time in the day that you have the most happiness and you just relax and you don't work really. This is the other side here. What's on your mind? I just wanted to show you the journal. Pretty good. Coffee's pretty good. It's not very sweet, which I like. I don't like my coffees too sweet. But I want to talk with you guys right now before I go to the gym. I want to talk with you guys about goal setting in the new year because we are approaching 2023 soon. I think it's a good time to talk about this. I've been asked a few times on Instagram how I set goals, like what's the best way to do it, and I don't really know the best way to do it, but this is something that I do. So number one is I get a list out and I write down a few things that I want to achieve for the year. Once I write it down, I put it away and I look at it, periodically just to make sure that I'm on track. After I write down the goals, I work towards them and I make sure that the goals that I write down are realistic. They're not out of this world, like in terms of you achieving them, right? Be realistic with the goals you set, but also don't underestimate yourself. If you do set out to achieve something, make sure that you're consistent with it and be patient with the process because things don't happen overnight. That was a few tips on how to set goals for the new year. I want to know what some of your guys' goals are moving into the new year, so you can let me know in the comments below. And I'm going to finish my coffee and then we're going to go to the gym.